Hi again, fellas, and welcome back to Quite with a Y. Regular viewers who have been paying attention know to put a countdown on how long the Quite's gonna last in the intro. Today's topic is another one that I first saw on Twitter. That's been the intro of, like, pretty much every video I've uploaded in the last 3 weeks. It's probably gonna stay that way. It is what it is. I get the protein in my online diet mostly from there. But the topic itself is one that, as soon as I found out about it, I had the title for this video just immediately pop into my head. The K-Popalypse. I wasn't sure if K-pop or K-Popalypse was better. Either way, I can't take too much credit for it, because the first tweet I saw was by this Ditto-matic person, who I can only imagine runs in these K-pop circles a little more regularly than myself. But the caption of their thing was, "It's so over for K-pop." And hey, they have one of these kind of profile pictures, and for the good folk in the audience who are among the crowd where only the numbers matter, they have a respectable following to followers ratio, where it looks like they've built up an authentic community here. They posted a Discord screenshot by a guy named YG Leaker, and the dude's profile picture is killing me. Like, I need to know who this man is. Oh, he's the producer and chairman of YG Entertainment, the company that this dude is apparently spilling all the dirty laundry out about. I won't lie, when I see screenshots like this where it is a Discord message and what's supposed to be a server, and the message will be about someone making big claims about an institution, be that a big company, an industry, an individual creator sometimes. These type of screenshots as a genre came about because people have started using Discord as almost a file hosting service. Sometimes on development projects, people will go back and forth with iterations of something they're working on just through messages. They don't use formal stuff like Google Drive or Dropbox, nothing like that. And places like that exist for any type of file you could think to host. Skyrim mods, niche art communities just doing their thing, and of course, people who leak stuff. One of the most famous examples is definitely Playboi Carti songs. Some of his most famous tracks are not officially released. And anytime there's like a major album drop coming up, a really anticipated piece of work about to come out, these supposedly leaked track lists with the name of all the songs and any hidden features that might be on the album, on the dawn of the final day, the last 12 hours before the album will drop, is when these things will usually start circulating, and a lot of them are in the form of just screenshots of Discord messages. And of course, a lot of them are made, and they're very easy to fake. I would know, because I literally did one on my own in 15 minutes for the Playboi Carti album last month. And everybody is in speculation frenzy before the album's actually gonna come out. The 6 hours anticipating a big surprise before you actually know what it is are some of the greatest delirium any human can experience. I put Mori Calliope as a feature on this album, and some people still believed it was gonna happen. Point being, when I see screenshots like this, especially ones cataloging just how much they have on all these different topics, terabytes of data here, man. Like, I don't think you understand how much 223 terabytes is. It's like a tactic. You give some kind of superficial details that make it seem like what you have in your hands, it's a little more high quality. That's why I said in my fake track list that the thing came straight from Interscope, which is Carti's label. Yeah, my contact is in the higher ups, man. But let's see what YG Leaker has to say. Doing all of this because I got fired. I hate the whole company. It's full of mobbing, racism, and sexism. Now, I'm gonna tell you before we continue, most of what you're gonna see in these leaks is apparently pretty credible and interesting to look at, regardless of how into K-pop you are generally. But it started getting interesting when another screenshot came from this YG Leaker Discord that showed this was an actual server that people were in and actively participating in. It's easy as hell to not only fake a Discord screenshot for a fake leak on a track list, it's also easy to fake being in a server with actual people putting stock in your word. If you can prove you have a community following what you're saying, then it gives some soft authority to it. This thing, though, I just literally typed in my friend's DMs and just screenshotted it without my profile picture in it. I didn't put in the work for that. The fact this guy actually has people coming in and out means there might be something to what he's saying, which, of course, there ended up being. They tweeted an image with apparently a bunch of files, demos that stretch across a decade, group names you might recognize, NCT, shit like that. And this is how I know part of this was petty. They said they hate the company because it's full of, like, bigotry and stuff. And if that was your MO, being all whistleblower about that, maybe going directly to a journalist with it or something, or at least keeping the information you release close to the chest and only putting out there some of the stuff that gets what you want done. They just actually did drop unreleased music video and media that fans would be interested in that had never been released before. So it's like, listen, I'm about to tell you some stuff about your fave that you probably do not want to hear. It could fundamentally alter how you view them as a figure. At the same time, though, I am going to feed you some new content from them so you can simultaneously chow down and eat good, while also making you ask yourself if you're a moral person by continuing to consume. My stake isn't that deep in it, but you have like behind the scenes videos with Blackpink, who are at the center of this whole thing. So apparently the server got got raided and they got removed. And when I saw this original tweet thread, I thought it was crazy that this amount of stuff was leaking and what this YG leaker guy was claiming about the company. But truthfully, the only things I'd seen leak were stuff that probably would make fans go nuts. Like choreography videos, behind the scenes footage of the early days. And it's more humorous that YG leaker's going, let's calm down for a bit. The server might be back in a few hours. What didn't come up until later was like the Blackpink N-word controversy. And it seems like these videos are legit, like just threads of different Blackpink members saying it in videos, rapping to different songs. The part that is killing me is that they continue to make it competitive. It's still like a numbers game of who's got the highest count. They're keeping a leaderboard of this shit, man. They're tallying them in compilations. Lisa, 6, surpasses Jenny, 5, as Blackpink member with most N-word count. What the fuck is happening, man? It just blows my mind that they were having them do this in like official media and then keeping that in repository. There's a lot of other miscellaneous controversies and allegations being said about them. Feels like a lot of the details in that are being legislated, and I have not looked into those aspects of it very deeply. I was interested in this topic when all it was in my head, a major data breach that would like make noise, sheerly because of how big it appeared to be. The main thing is like I really do want to follow the kind of drama that was happening in the main server thread. Just the general voice chat absolutely stacked. You have people putting periods in their name because they want to be the first guys to get identified at looking illegal materials. Everyone will be banned. Sincerely, YG Entertainment. And this YG leaker guy is apparently someone who was working in the industry at one point, but then I see him getting into squabbles with fans in the Discord chat. Luna, please! Can someone leak this? We need to permanently cancel him. Y'all piss me the fuck out. Just shut the fuck up. Nobody give a fuck about your flop-ass group with the latest comeback from 2020. Like, this is the credible leaker. He is the guy causing all of this, and he's still doing this type of shit with just randoms? It reminds me of Ebony Prince, who is apparently the guy who got Kendrick Lamar all of Drake's stuff for the Meet the Grams cover. Just doing all these like weird side quests on Twitter. He blocked me, I'm pretty sure, because I told him to stop edging us and let us in on what was going on. Like, they just have their big moment and then just get into really pedestrian shit afterward. So YG Leaker returned with some more final words. Server is currently undergoing new management, and we'll get back to business very shortly. From now on, we'll take things a bit more seriously due to how big we have scaled. It's currently only me and Kim Mi-hyun. There used to be 2 people running my account. I want to let you all know that while we do want to show everything to the stands, we're currently limited to YG and SM stuff. I would like to remind you that we are open for group buys. If you didn't know, that's another thing that leakers do. If they have a track record of proving they have access to these sort of things, like they get their hands on rappers' music before it actually comes out, they'll straight up hold it up for ransom. Group bargain it for money where people can almost pay into it like a GoFundMe to get it released. It is potentially one of the best arguments for why it is unethical for musicians to leave their fans starved, because you make them vulnerable to potential scams, saying that if you group fund the release of this leak, you'll finally get new music. Just the ellipses after, we're open for group buys, by the way. Just saying. So apparently this is one of the leakers who is speaking on a Twitter space. If that's the case, man, like what the fuck are we doing?
It was not done anything, like it wasn't a cover up Kim Soo-hyun. I don't fuck with that nigga. I don't. And I don't fuck with BTS, okay?
The turf wars they have over this shit is genuinely incredible. Like, this K-pop shit gets serious, man. You are, like, fucking around with corporate espionage. But, like, you're not worried about your upcoming battle with the legal system of wherever you're based. You're still on that crusade of, like, what groups you can't fucking stand.
People asking me for BTS seats, bitch. Nobody give a fuck about BTS. Like, they said the N-word so many fucking times. It don't fucking matter. They think they can't sing. They plastic. They cheap, chubby, oily Chinese balloons. They inflated with fucking motor oil. Nobody.
What the fuck, dude? I really thought we were gonna get like a logistics conversation, man. I thought we were gonna get like some cool spy thriller shit on the back end. Or like an update on legal proceedings. No.
They need to fucking disband. They do use payola. So if you hear a bitch listening to BTS, tell them they are fucking retarded, cause
dude, I should not have smoked before recording this. This is killing me. Like, what the hell is happening, man? This shit went so far off the rails.
Listen to bitches that are manufactured, not only manufacture looks, because all their faces are made in a lab, in a factory. They have manufactured voices, because that's the computer singing for them. They have manufactured music made by Melanie Fontana. She's an untalented songwriter, and their songs are fucking terrible.
Like, dude, it's genuinely beef. Like it sounds more like someone who has just picked the camp they're in, and they're going to ride for for it till they die. Like, this is the type of human dedication that led to things like the Crusades.
Like, all their fans are also manufactured because a lot of these BTS accounts you see out here are paid for by Hype to promote, push, and stream BTS.
I mean, that's the thing. I can totally believe that stuff like that exists. Like, you hear talk of payola and buying radio play a lot, bots boosting streaming numbers, fake Twitter accounts to post propaganda. Like, it's all real. Some of it's bots, some of it's people who do it for the love of the game. But for, like, music in general, no matter who you are, that's pretty standard across the board when you're at a certain operating level. In considering all the other stuff she was just saying about BTS, it feels like a limp follow-up. However you feel about these groups, who, I'm gonna be honest, guys, it might seem like I'm fence riding the shit out of this. I am. I'm not trying to, like, morally approve or defend any of this, but I'm sorry, but I'm just not getting in between these guys. It's more entertaining as blood sport regardless, but truthfully, I just don't have the human willpower to withstand that. So apparently there's gonna be even more of this stuff coming out. So if after all this you needed a comparison, can someone explain this using NBA terms? Someone is leaking all teams' hidden tactics and plays. Anyways, fellas, this is a detour for me, not my usual area of expertise, but this shit was just insane. Let me know if I missed anything, got anything wrong, or just what y'all are thinking about this, because holy fuck. That kwytebox email is in the description if you want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off.